Hey guys, also welcome to another video of mine. It's Can't Double A, and this is another video of mine where I talk about the Eden Hazard situation now. Massive reports are coming out all over social media. The fan base blew up. Reporters, he had an interview with RMC and it all blew up. Now, this is a video regarding Eden Hazard. Now, not gonna lie, it kind of shocked me. It was obviously we all knew that eventually he had to make a decision on whether he was going to sign a new contract or he was going to leave for Real Madrid, but just came out of the blue. It just came out of the blue. We didn't expect it, but there are some context behind the situation. Now, I will give you my thoughts after I tell you what happens. Now, obviously, according to RMC, which is the French news publication, which Hazard had an interview 2 months ago, and around December time, Hazard had an interview at RMC where he said, these are his quotes, I repeat, "I have made my decision, I've decided what I'm going to do." Now, that is a clear indication. For me, when I first read it, my first initial thoughts was, oh, he's gone, it's done. Now, at the time, I didn't know that it was done 2 months ago. You know, I thought it was done last night or yesterday or whatever. But apparently 2 months ago, he made this interview and he informed Chelsea Football Club, he informed the Chelsea board that he's made this decision, and he's also told the board what his decision was. Now, us as fans, we don't at the moment know what his decision is, but I fear it's that he wants to leave. That's my fear. That's my gut instinct. He's telling me he wants to go, and fair play to him, because listen, Real Madrid is his, his dream club, his boyhood club. He's dreamt of Real Madrid in his dreams. He's thought about Real Madrid as he was a little boy. I'm sure when he was a little boy, he was probably having aspirations to play for Real Madrid one day. It's the biggest club in the world, without a shadow of a doubt. You can't disagree with that. And fair play. If he wants to go, just let him go. You can't be keeping an unhappy player. If the fee is correct, if the fee is right, and we command a lot of money for him, then we're going to have to let him go. Fantastic son for the club and definitely a legend for the club. Top 5 legends to ever play for Chelsea Football Club. 7 years. What he's done, the amount of trophies, honours he's won. We love you so much, Hazard. And with me, I wasn't lucky enough to be old enough to be able to watch Drogba, Lampard consistently. I watched them a lot, obviously, but I never was growing up in time to watch the likes of Zola or Dennis Wise or Drogba in the early years or John Terry in the early years. John Terry definitely latter years, but Hazard, when I was properly into football, properly watching Chelsea, Hazard I was watching week in, week out, full 90, so I know exactly Hazard's potential. I was seeing Hazard week in, week out, which is why he's my all-time favourite player. And it will be heartbreaking when I see him leave. It will hurt me. A part of me will be missing when he leaves. I'll be devastated and heartbroken when he leaves. But we can't keep delaying the inevitable. He will eventually go to Real Madrid, and we just got to accept it. It is what it is. It's annoying. It's definitely annoying. Obviously, there's a lot of questions as well. Now, it could also mean staying, but then there's some other things you have to take into consideration. If he was definitely staying, why is he saying it now? He could have easily just came out and said, guys, I'm staying at Chelsea. I'm going to sign a brand new contract. He could have given assurance to the club, assurance to the fans. Sorry, I want clarification. The board want clarification. The fans want clarification. He could have easily just said, look, guys, I'm staying at Chelsea. Just cut all the rumours. But no, he's keeping it as a guessing game. We still don't know. The journalists still don't know what his decision is. Now, according to Simon Johnson, Christophe Terreur, who's the Belgian journalist, and also Simon Phillips, have all reported that they fear, because they have contacts within Chelsea, they believe that Hazard has already made his decision and he wants to leave for Chelsea. He's pushing for the Real Madrid move now. Apparently he's playing his cards safe. He's not saying I'm going to definitely leave, because if the deal falls through, he wants to stay at Chelsea. Simple as that. Obviously his boyhood club, his dream club is Real, but if Real never come in for him or they never sign him, then he wants to stay at Chelsea. He's trying to get get out of jail free card, in my opinion. He's playing quite safe and smart. But I'm not sure if I'm really keen on that. I don't want to keep a player who's, sloppy seconds, just like, oh, I didn't get my first choice, I'll just stay here kind of thing. Like, he's a legend, we love him, but at the end of the day, if your first priority, if your first option is not to become a Chelsea legend, then, then go to Real Madrid. It's as simple as that. We want to keep a player that's 100% committed. We love Hazard, we love everything he's done for us, but maybe it's time to freshen things up. Now, obviously, Eden Hazard being here has been a wonderful thing, seeing a world-class player top 2, 3, 4 in the world, but it has papered a lot over the cracks now. We are not the force that we once used to be 10, 15 years ago. Let's be honest, Roman is not pumping as much money as he used to. He isn't as ambitious as he used to be. He's not pumping his own money in. And Eden Hazard has saved us countable times. Those 2 Premier League titles was all down to Hazard carrying us, all the FA Cups, League Cups, Europa Leagues. He kept carrying us and carrying us, all the Player of the Years he's won. You have to be honest now, you know, he's been carrying us so much, we've become so reliant on one single player that we've become almost a one-man team. It's like we need to refresh. Maybe it might, you know, start once Hazard goes, might start to expose the squad. The Hazard kept carrying this team and helping out the other bang average players in the squad to lift them up, to elevate them, to make them look better. But once Hazard leaves, it might mean that these players might have to step up, or the board might realise that our squad is not as good as they first saw, and they're going to actually properly invest in the correct areas. Now, the other issue with this is, do Real Madrid genuinely want him as a first choice target? Now, from what I've heard and what I've been reading, no, that's the answer to your question. Now, their first choice is Kylian Mbappe, Neymar. They are far more bigger names, etc. Not necessarily better players, but when it comes to marketing, they are simply better, bigger names. More people around the world will know your Mbappe's and Neymar's compared to Hazard. Hazard is not, you know, that high on the pecking order, but Hazard will be much easier to get, and Neymar and Mbappe on basically long contracts, a lot of money. Hazard's only got 1 year left, so we can't really have much bargaining power, so it's going to be very, very difficult to lure Hazard and keep him here. So, you know, for Real Madrid's perspective, Real Madrid's point of view, getting Hazard will be much, much more easier. He's still a Galactico, he's still one of the best players in the world, and we definitely make that Real Madrid team better. They're on a rebuilding process, so from that perspective, make it much easier. He keeps calling for Madrid. Now, how many interviews has Hazard floated in Madrid saying, oh, he kind of signals saying, Real Madrid, come and get me. But it's the same case with Nicolas Pepe and Leon Bailey. If you think about it, Hazard is so interested in going to Real, but Real aren't as interested in getting Hazard as Hazard is going to Real. It's like saying Nicolas Pepe and Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey and Nicolas Pepe, they keep flirting with Chelsea, saying, Chelsea's my dream, I want to play here, I've always dreamt of Chelsea, etc. It's my dream club. But Chelsea haven't even put any bids in. We haven't even scouted for them. It's a bit of it's a very, very similar situation, and I just think that it's kind of delaying the inevitable. He's going to go eventually. He's testing the waters. He's signaling for Real Madrid to make his move. It's like a chess game, and unfortunately, we're going to have to start preparing ourselves and face reality that he's actually going to be leaving. And it's quite sad. Now, the odds of him staying is very, very low, very, very slim. The only way I can see him staying is that if Real Madrid never come for him, or the move simply falls. Now, the only way I can see Hazard, the only false hope I do have is that, you know, Real Madrid have, you know, try and go for Neymar or Mbappe, or Neymar declares at the end of the season, I want to go to Real Madrid, and then they go for him instead. Or, you know, Eden Hazard wakes up one day and has a change of heart. He's had that before. Now, he kept having interviews saying, one day I wake up, I love Chelsea, I want to become a legend, I want to stay here. Next morning I wake up, Real Madrid's my dream, I want to move. You know, about before Sarri came before the World Cup, he wanted to stay at Chelsea. He wanted to sign the contract. He was waiting for the new players to come in. Also, he was, you know, waiting for the manager transition for Sarri to come in after the World Cup. He had another change of thoughts. He woke up one day, change of heart, wanted to move to Real. Club said no. He said okay. Which is, like I said, we're just either going to hope he has another change of heart and he wants to stay, or Real just simply see Neymar and Mbappe as more of a bigger target and they get him instead. But like I said, the issue is Hazard is much more easier to get compared to your Neymars or Mbappe's, etc. So it's going to be very, very unfortunate. But the thing is as well, who we're going to replace him with. I want you guys in the comment section below, leave me your comments on your player suggestions, who we should get as a replacement. Who do you think is a viable option, who's a realistic target who can get Hazard? Now, Chelsea are trying to command between 100 and 120 million for him, obviously 12 months left on his contract. Personally, I think we should be looking like, so your Paulo Dybala, who's very unsettled at Juventus, your Mauro Icardi's from Inter, your Asensios, your Iscos, but not just one. I think we need a collective, because it's very hard to replace the top calibre of Hazard. We need minimum 2-3 massive world-class names to really bolster this squad and kind of fill that void that Hazard will leave once he leaves. It's really annoying. It's really frustrating. It is what it is. Hopefully he does have a change of heart, or Real Madrid decides to go for Neymar. That way Hazard stays, but the odds is very slim. I think that he's already, you know, he's made his mind up. He's decided his future. He wants to go to Real Madrid, and he's calling for them, he's signalling for them. So it is unfortunate. We do love Hazard. I love Hazard so much. I love him to bits. Everything he's done for the club, absolutely legend. I love Hazard so much. Nothing but respect for the man, and if he wants to go to Real Madrid, that's his decision. You know, I will never ever call him a snake. No Chelsea fan should ever call him a snake for what he's done for this club. We love you so much. Thank you for everything you did. And, you know, I'd love him to stay, but it looks like he's leaving. So if he does leave, I'll be making a tribute video for him. But if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new around here, and leave me your thoughts on who we should replace him with. If you have any suggestions, and do you think that maybe deep down he will stay? So leave me your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys for my next video. I'm out of there, guys. Peace.